from phone. I'm gonna send when it starts.
Okay, fine. Let me share my screen. We have started with the list where we can store the group of data. And last time we have done one task that so in event there are many guests are coming, and based on the age,
Yes.
we need to filter out the things. Okay, this is one of the tasks,
Yes, sir.
but the task is given. Yeah, there's a program that we have done. In the similar manner, I have given the similar task to that you have to accept the percentage from the users. So okay, we can do the step by steps. We can solve that problem as well. So that the list part will be completed. So as we are accepting here, how many guests and then the subject marks for that. And then accordingly, we have taken different arrays, and then applying the for loops, then printing how many students, sorry, how many guests and their total ages with the counts. In the similar manner, we have to complete one more task for the percentage as well. So let me run this once again. For example, there are 8 guests are coming and they have a different age category. Like we can say that key. So any kind of age we can enter. So from the given set of age, where we can differentiate that there are 3 seniors, which is having greater than 60 age, 3 adult, and the 2 childs are there. In the similar way, we have to perform the task where the result percentage will be get different. First class, pass class, and the number of failed student. Okay, let's try the step by steps. You already done, though. You can tell me that how should we start and how should we can do. So basically, let's start with the student result task. Let me save this file. Okay. The very first part you have to accept how many student percentage you want to store. So as an input, like int of inputs, because we need a count. Okay, input where we can ask the number of data. So just ask how many students. STUDNT. Perfect. So some of the student count we are getting here and then apply the for loops for I in range of S. So the number of student count we can get here. Once we have the number of iteration loops, then we need the percentage of the students. So I'll take a P as a inputs. Before that, I want to create one list. So std will be a list which is initially empty. In the percentage parts, I will accept the percentage in terms of I'll accept the percentage in terms of numbers. Okay, there may be a float we can accept. Doesn't matter. That also get compared, but integer will be a better idea. Fine. So like we can give the message that enter percentage ent here enter, or you can if you want to float percentage that also possible. Just at a float, float, float. Enter percentage. Perfect. So this loop will be keep continue until the count of the students is entered. Which is the function which can use to insert data into a student. How you can add data to the std list.
Append.
Append function, correct? So you go the
Yes.
function append or appends is there. S or I think only append is
Without.
there. Yeah,
Yes.
the value will be a p. So let's check after that adding data where we are having a stored list or not. So first priority is to generate a group of data. and then going to get perform the operation. Let me run this. Right? Oh, second bracket is missing. This is brackets. Okay, let me clear the screen first and runs one again. So I understood a five different student percentage. Let me take the 81.23, then second person 51.66, or 98.34, 43% point 22, 22.11. Okay. So this is a group of data we have achieved. Now, based on the number of student percentage, we need to generate the number of pass student, fail student, first class, second class, and the distinctions. Perfect. So let's start now. Once we have generated a list, then second loop will be on this list part. Okay. So now we can apply the for loop, but before that we need to take a flag, different flags for maintaining the count of the classes. So for the distinction, I will take a D, initially 0. For the first class, I can take a F, or it's a first class, so you can take anything, FC, everything, initially 0. For the second class, I take this 0, and directly I will take a fail. Okay. Distinction above 75, 60 to 75, then we'll give the for the second class. In one more, we can give the pass class, and after that, we'll directly give the failed. That is FN. So this many flag we have to use. Even can we declare like this? Is that also possible? Let me check. We can declare multiple variable like this also. Sorry, delete. Let me. Okay, fine. And then apply. You can follow for what we can use. Something variable for I we have already used, but we can reuse that because that already is in use. So I'll take it something variable for n in what std. Okay, and let's print all the n value. Okay, before applying filter, I just wanted to get the whether you're getting this is not possible, right? Invalid syntax. So that's the problem I want to think. Similar thing we are getting. So for initializations, we'll go with different variables. No worries. Just tried it, it fitted, then okay. Otherwise, we should go for this. Save this. Yeah, fine. So I'll take just two students. Oh, the string is get added. That's where the problems. It's either need a numbers or a float. I just enter the number whether it is accepted or yeah, it will accept. Oh my god. How many? 55 students, so it will take a lot of times. I'll take a two students, enter. Okay, it is accepting and printing else. Now you can go with the comparisons, and based on the comparisons, we have done the same, right?
Yes.
So how you compared? Like first is a distinction count you want to increase, then
So what?
now I want to check the how many students are getting distinction marks. How many students are first class, second class? Then how you are comparing?
We can compare by the number, like for n in.
Yeah, in n we are getting a percentage. We simply check that if n if it's greater than equal to 75
Yes.
is the condition, then we can increase d is equal to okay. Instead of making a flag, we can make it as a list. Okay, because we just don't want to count, we want a percentage also. So that we'll go with like this. Okay. If the percentage is greater than 75, then we can append in the distinction link, that is your n. Either we can use if or L if also possible. So we'll go for the L if. What's the second condition? N should be less than 75 and n should be greater than equal to 60. If this is the condition, then we can go for the first class dot append n. In similar manner, we'll go with the second part, else if. Notice that percentage should be less than equal to 60 and greater than equal to 50. If is this condition, then we'll append to the second class SCs. The third part, where the percentage is greater, less than, not equal to, here you can say that a less than, and here is also less than, not equal to. If less than 50 and the greater than equal to 40, then it is a pass class. Okay, that is FTC. And the last part will be else part, and that considered as directly as a fail now. So else, ELSE, else FL dot append and sorry, dot append, not the comma. Okay, fine. So now get list, print all the list. print distinction in where we are getting D. So firstly, I'll take a len of D, means how many students are getting distinctions. Then the comma, colon, comma D. Same pattern we'll go with the this. It's a distinction, first class, second class, first class, and the FL. Here is also D, FC, second class, first class, and the fail. Can get at first class, FIRST first, CLA. Here we can go with the second. This is just a pass class. Here you can go with the fail, FAILE, fail. And the number of students will pass here. I will get the number of students. Hmm? Where we are getting a number of students. In which list we are having all the student counts.
So N.
Not N. Here we are having
Ah,
STD.
I see. Yes.
So we'll go with the len of STD. Okay, now we'll go with some realistic data, whether it is perfectly fine or not. Oh, what's happened now? Yeah, comma is missing here. Okay, let me clearly and once again. I think 10 different students. So 88.23 or something, 45, 23%, 45%, 70%. Then you go for the 90.55, 23.44, 88.23. Then we have 55%, 61%, 43%. Perfect. So if you observe the result, the number of students are 10. Out of that, three distinctions, two first class, one second class, two pass class, and two students are failed. Which one there? 30 points and 23.45. Perfect. So like this, can calculate our result and we can print our data. Perfectly fine. Okay. So how we are calculating this? I'll share the screenshot with you. How many students how we are comparing? You have done the exactly same or you have tried somewhere something else? Are you getting this kind of data?
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. So this was a task yesterdays, and you can try any different kind of execution now. Because the major understanding is that we know how to store a data, how to access the data, how to add a filtrations. This is a logic you can apply in the multiple ways to filter out the students and just that this kind of part, the things we are doing as we go further. So where we can learn the about the matplotlib, okay, like for chart programs also we can apply this where we can use the multiple charts as well with the
Yeah.
help of this kind of data. So like I'll just show you the matplotlib in pythons. This is a library we are going to study further, which will allow us to generate this kind of graph. You can see this linear graph, pie graphs, chart graphs. So these are the different options where we can use the list data or some kind of numpy is there, which is similar to this one. Okay, see where we have a different kind of data, and then data can be used to plot the see. Can you get in? This is the languages. This is a popularity. So this is a kind of list. Okay, as we are now generating a different list here, you can observe here first class, second class. Then you can easily convert this list of data into the numpy, and the numpy will be get uploaded to the axis of something to generate the graphs. Okay. So this logic is very important. If I told you to do any kind of operation, you can easily perform these operations. Okay. So now I'll ask you some kind of question here to answer. It's simple. Just apply the logics. How we can get the. Now I want a sum of list. Okay. Suppose I have one of the list where I have this the different kind of data here, 4, 5, say 4, 5, 3, 2, 8, 7, 1, 2. Okay, so this is what the list I have. I want the the total. The total means it's not a length of the n. I want to add all the number from the given list. So how should I add? Basically, I want the sum of the list.
So we can use the function sum.
Okay, ready is also there maybe, but I don't want to use a directly ready function. So firstly, I'll try the ready function that is a sum of n we can pass here. We can get the sum 43. Perfect. This is a one way, and even I can get the suppose max of n also. So that is also possible.
So what does max means?
Max means like which number is the max among this list.
Oh, okay.
The 9 will be the answer, right? Because 9
Yeah.
is the highest. In a similar manner, we can get the mean. See, these are the ready function. Easily we can use. But you know that for achieve the max mean, we need to do a lot of code. Okay. See. So let me firstly print the original list. Here I print. So n is this. See, this is sum 5 plus 6, 11, 13, 16, 25, 33, 37, and these 3 is 43. Max number is a 9, min number is a 1.
1.
So there are many functions or maths functions are there, so that we can generate like this. Is there any built-in functions where we can apply? Okay, fine. Max, min, sum. Now I want to get the output, but I don't want to use a built-in function. Sometime in interviews or some whenever you give the interviews, so they may expect that you to achieve the same task but without using a built-in function. Suppose I don't want to use a built-in function as a sum, then how should I get the sum of all the numbers? What logic should I apply?
It
How?
add
No, no,
number.
I just want the sum of all the number. I want to add 5 plus
Yes.
6 plus 2 plus 3 plus sum. So how should I apply that logic?
Add numbers in n.
See, whatever the operation we want to do, we want to access that value first, right? So
Yes.
firstly, we'll reach all the values. So how we can get the all the value from the list?
So can we also do like we can write
Hmm.
5, like we can write it from 0 to 0 then colon and then add something like that.
No, from the colon we can access that value. Okay, that is also one of the way to access the value, right? But we just
Yes.
don't want to access. We want to do the sum of that numbers. See, if we apply the for loop, then
Yes.
in the I we are getting all the values, right? If I do
Yes.
this, see, we are accessing all the value 5, 6, 7. So it's a better approach rather than using a colon, right? We are having all the value at I. Now our job is to be add all the values of I. So how can I add? We can initialize some variable to the 0. Then with this simple value, Sm is equal to Sm plus I. Okay.
Yes.
So this is how we can get this sum.
Yes.
Okay. So this loop will iterate every time. So Sm will be get adding I. So you can get the same output as a 43. Right?
Yes, sir.
You got it? Okay, now what I want to do, like can get the sum of the data, max of the data. And I'll just simply give you the one of the task. Um, I want to add only the even number sum. Okay, even number sum only.
So from the list.
Yeah, I don't want to add all the number. I want to add only those number which is even.
Yes.
So where should I change or what logic should I apply?
So we can write that the numbers that are divided by 2 and then we
Hmm.
can add.
Yeah, exactly. So mod 2 equal to 0, then it is a even number, and only that we want to add. But where should I? In which line? Where?
Um, we can write before, like first we can write um
Yeah, before adding this, we want to check that
n
number,
to,
right?
yes,
So we are getting all the number in I variable. So we'll simply go here. We can add that condition. If I mod 2, so mod 2 equal to 0, that means that number is an even
even,
number, and only that number I want to add. You can see this. We're getting a sum as an 18 because you can check that 6 plus 2, 8. 3 is not odd number. 9 is also not odd number. So this is a 1. 8 and 8, 16. 16 plus 2 will become 8. This is sum of even number sum. Now, what if I want to odd number sum also? How should I get an odd number sum also?
numbers that do not, which are not
Simple
divided by,
else part will be the odd number. Perfect. Sorry.
yes, we can also
So
write
odd sum we
which
can
is
get initially 0. And in the else part, ELSC, you can add OM is equal to OM plus I. You can print here. I'll write a O sum here. That is E sum, sorry. E sum. And it is an awesome. What's awesome? OM. Perfect. 18 plus 23, it is become 43. That is total sum. It's perfectly fine. Okay. So this is what the logic you need to apply the every time. So whenever you have a task to filter out data, you get a sum or anything. Very first job is ours is to be extract all the data. Once we have all the data at one place, then we can apply the different kind of logic here. Fine. So this is how we can use the list to solve the many problems. Whenever you have a group of data, we can perform many kind of operations and we can achieve the things that we wanted. Okay. Try this all the programs and the rest of thing we'll get tomorrow because the promoter is also not here today. So okay. Here has your laptop on.